Welcome YouTube. Hey, it's Scott, the Bigfoot Explorer. We're back for part 2 of the digital SLR versus camcorder for squatching in the woods. That's right, fans. If you haven't seen part 1, I'll leave a card and a link in the description of part 1. But generally what we're doing is comparing, and it's pretty basic, but that's what we need. We need things that we can all understand. So we have done the pros and cons of a digital SLR versus a camcorder in part 1. You can go check that out. And then in part 2 here, we're going to come in the field and we're primarily going to be concentrating on focusing. And what we mean by that is we've all seen those videos where people are using their cell phones or a camcorder. They are looking through the foliage, through the woods, through the briars and whatnot, and trying to video something, an object, whether it be a Sasquatch or whatever it might be. But we've all seen those videos where the focus hunts back and forth. We call it hunting, and that's because a camcorder or a cell phone has focus points on their sensors, and they're using that entire sensor and all the points there to try to resolve what is being shown to it. Usually if you have motion, it tries to pick that up, but we all know that a Sasquatch may remain still or not move too much when humans are present. So if you're wanting to lock in on something and you're shooting through a bunch of brush, it's very difficult for a camcorder or a cell phone to focus on a distant object rather than all of the clutter between you and say point object. So today we are going to show that. We're going to show you a camcorder and its zooming functions. We'll see if it hunts back and forth and what it's doing to try to get that object or squatch in focus. And then we're using a digital SLR with one of the features that I primarily love just for that fact, and it's called pinpoint autofocus. And that's where we tell the camera to use one focusing point on that sensor to focus, and then we're also able to size the box of your focusing area, so you can narrow that box and make it smaller to get through all the holes and clear spots that are in the brush to reach your far object to focus on that. And that's what we're going to show you today. We have my son Gavin.
Hey.
Owen's here. He's going to be the resident Sasquatch. We're at a small park called LaSalle Park in River Ridge, not too far from my house. That's where we're doing this little experiment. So sit tight. I hope you guys enjoy, and strap in. All right, fans. Now you're looking at the back of the digital SLR, okay, the Panasonic FC2500 hybrid bridge camera. Okay, we're going to show you. Okay, I've just turned it on. I left it in those 1, 2, 3 settings, and we'll probably do a video on how to get those settings. But for right now, we want to show y'all the difference between being able to choose one autofocus point or many, which that's what the camcorder uses. It uses many autofocus points, and that's what happens when you zoom in through brush. It starts hunting back and forth. Okay, so we have settings on the back of the camera. You just hit a button. Now if you look, it says autofocus mode. Okay, that's for face and eye detection. That's for tracking. This is your 49-point area focus. Think of that as what all your standard camcorders will have. Okay, it may not be exactly 49, but that is the array of all of the focus points that are being used in a camcorder. Okay, this is a custom multi, which we'll stay away from that. Then bam, there's your one area, and then your pinpoint autofocus. So for demonstrations, we're going to show you, okay, here's 49 area. Notice when I depress the shutter button to put things in focus, you see it choose a whole bunch of It shows what it thought out of those 49 points, which were the best ones to focus on what is right in front of the camera. Okay, here it is again. Okay, it just chose one, then it chose two, then it chose a whole bunch of them. Okay, when you're squatching and there's a bunch of brush in the way, you do not want that to happen. You'll never get what's beyond the brush in focus. So here what we do, we go right here back to your autofocus modes. We come over to autofocus one area. Notice in the bottom right where it says set and autofocus area, watch this. If I press down on that, you see how that box gets bigger and bigger? Let's leave it big. And then I'm going to autofocus on it with the depress of the shutter halfway. Boom, you saw how nothing really happened and you didn't see anything on screen. That's because that box is real big. So if we go back, press down, now let's make it really small, right? And that's the little box that is literally weaving through all of the openings through the brush to focus on your distant subject. That's it right there. See, notice how it stays at that size? Wherever I point it, it's only going to focus on that box. That right there is awesome to me. Okay, so that's pinpoint and one area. The pinpoint autofocus mode right here works the same way. You see that there's a crosshair, and it does the same way, and it actually will give you a zoom box for you to kind of see what you're looking at, and that works the same way as the one area, one focus point method. Now you can have this set up just right now. Turn the camera off, okay? You have all your settings the way they need to be set. Turn it off. We just turned it off. Now we're going to turn it back on. Now you're Sasquatch hunting. Boom. It's still in the one area or the pinpoint, whichever you choose. Okay? So that's how quick it can be. Alright folks, we're here with the FZ2500, the Panasonic, and we're going to show you some differences just with the standard focusing, which is like, I think it's 49 area points. So if you notice, well, let me get a little bit more zoomed in, but my son, the Bigfoot, he is roughly right where that thick big tree is there, and he's kind of poking about trying to be a Bigfoot, right? So we're going to zoom in. We're going to try to zoom in. And what's happening is you see this big branch right here. It's going from the bottom left to the top middle. It's in focus, but my son and the Sasquatch are out of focus. See him how he's going back, his face. I mean, you can see the object moving, but if it was far away, if it was something like that, you know, you just see an object, right? So now we're going to use the pinpoint and or one focusing point option. And we're going to do that. Just wait just a minute while I change it in the settings. One area. And we have it, we have that box shrunk down almost to as small as it can go. Now we're going to zoom in a little bit. We're going to keep hitting the shutter button to try to get him. Come out that way a little bit more. Stay there. A little bit more the other way. No, the other way. Yeah, right there. Stay. Okay, notice how I just did it and it came into focus. Now this is a really He's pretty far away at about 40 yards. I'm zoomed in all the way. And I'm on a tripod. So, but now we can see him clearly because that focusing point box was shrunk, and we're able to weave that focusing in and out of these branches. You go back by the tree to your right. See, even if he goes back there and he's hiding, peeking, now I don't even touch the focusing. Now everything stays in focus back there. And that branch that was in the front, that was in focus, it's out of focus. Okay? Now that's set. You don't have to do anything else. Awesome. Now we're going to go back to the basic focusing, which is usually what's found in camcorders, which I'm going to do it with the other camcorder as well. But we're going to switch to 49 point area focus. And you saw what happened just now? Move that other way, buddy. Yeah. A little bit more. Good, good. Now notice the tree in front of us. Now I keep hitting the focusing button to focus, and it won't focus on anything else because it's using all that points. Now we're going to go back to pinpoint one area box focus, and we're going to try it again. Let's see, where is he? He's back there. Let me put the box. Boom. Right back. Oh my God, a Sasquatch! We have Sasquatch on film. Oh, he's running. He's running. Oh my God. I'm losing it, but I'm still in focus somewhat. I'm still in focus on all the far reach area. The whole time I was still in focus. Everything in front of us is out of focus, and everything towards the rear, the yardage that the creature was at, is in focus. So that's pretty cool. Okay, that is a feature of digital SLRs that literally changed my mind when it comes to camcorders. All right, bud, just pause just for a minute. We're gonna do the camcorder next, so just hold up, okay? Okay, so now here we are with let's just call the standard camcorder, right? You see something move back there. My son's still in that same place. Notice that squiggly white branch that the sun, right behind that big tree, right behind there. That's where he's going to be. So we see that, right? So we start to zoom in. We start to zoom in. And I'm trying to get him. See, it still wants to focus on that branch. Now we're still seeing him. We're still seeing him, but what I'm trying to tell you guys is, oh, look, you saw the autofocus is trying to hunt. It's trying to do something. It's not quite sure what to do. Oh, look, it jumped in. It jumped in. So now it caught him. Nope, it jumped back. It jumped back to the tree. Jumped back to the tree. Trying to get him. See, it's got everything else is in focus. So that's it, guys. We have some people that are coming up, so we're just going to go ahead and end this part. That's the camcorder. All right, YouTube. Well, it's not a very scientific example, but I think I got my point across. I think you guys can see the difference. Now, trying to do this stuff fast It's all difficult. But once again, you can set up that digital SLR, hold it up, that one, in a fashion where there's 2 or 3 things that you need to do to have it set. And then once you go in the woods and you turn the camera on, you're ready to go. You're ready to use that pinpoint autofocus. So there are ways to do it. Your camcorder, it's tried and true. It's called the run and gun, because that's all you do. Put it on, flip it out, turn it on, hit record. But with a few settings in here, you can have the best of both worlds. Camcorder and precise autofocusing tool to get whatever object you want to get on film in focus. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little unscientific elementary YouTube video on part 2 of the digital SLR versus the camcorder. Want to thank Gavin for coming with me and being the Sasquatch here today. Yeah, you did pretty good, kind of like poking back and forth. I saw you were like trying to shake the tree and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all over the back of your clothes.
It is?
Yeah, we're all muddy. We should have brought like boots or something, but we're in our tennis shoes. So thanks again. If you like this video, you know, give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you want to watch part 1, I'll have a card up here and a link in the description below. Thanks guys, and keep on squatching.
Bye.
All right.
Who's that?
I know, isn't that cool? Oh, let's get out of this damn mud pit.